you want to achieve in your life, whatever life you envision for yourself in the future, in the near future, or a decade from now, or whether you struggle to even make decisions, whether you struggle to even think ahead, think beyond this moment, right? Maybe you're finishing high school and all you can envision is like just finishing your college credits, or deciding what you should do, if you should even go to college or not. These things are real. These moments are the moments that we are defined. This is how we define who we are. But what matters the most is your ability to not get lost in planning too far ahead. Because in the very end, all we can do is live in this moment. In the very end, all we can do is anticipate a future about a year away from us, 2-3 years from us. Anything longer than 3 years, it's a complete gamble. And this is what the rest of the society doesn't teach you, right? We've been told to go after life, get a job, and make enough money to be able to save for retirement and have the retirement and be consistent with all of this, right? Well, that life is maybe over 30 years away. Maybe that life is over 40 years away. And there's no guarantee that you'll even be alive, and there's no guarantee that the world around us will even be as it is. The world changes so fast. The world is beyond our control. And it is beyond our imagination too. So maybe a better alternative than to plan too far ahead is to practice self-awareness, to practice awareness of the surroundings, to practice awareness and practice maintaining love and developing love and cherishing our relationships, cherishing them with love, cherishing them with attention. Because in the end, all we have is each other. Whether life is going well and we get to share it with one another, or life is going poorly and we wish to connect with someone, we wish to create a connection. And that's all life is. It is our sense of community that allows us to feel close to one another. So either we're planning too far ahead, or we are unable to even think a whole lot ahead. And that inability to think far ahead is really an inability to read this moment too. One who can really be present in this moment, to look around and feel comfortable within the uncomfort, feel comfortable within the awkwardness of every situation, whether it's a social awkwardness or economic awkwardness and things are not going as they were meant to, money isn't being made the way it was supposed to, or life isn't going as it was meant to go. Maybe we're having health problems. One who's able to truly master that ability to sit within the uncomfort, that person is able to create plans. That person is able to foresee the future, but not be so dependent on it to go in any direction. That's maybe the key, is our ability to develop the ability to be able to create plans, make plans, and pursue the plans, work towards the plans, not let go, maintain consistency when it comes to executing those plans, but not to be dependent on these plans to go in any direction, not to be dependent for any result, whether good or bad. Not care about a pessimistic or an optimistic future. Not be expecting gain financially, whether it's knowledge, whether it's getting to know someone, maintaining relationships or building new relationships, not expecting any of it. Doesn't mean you have to be pessimistic, doesn't mean you have to expect for everything to go wrong, but to be neutral, to recognize that all is possible and you are in the center. You are in the center of all possibilities. You are in the center of all expectations, of all the things that can potentially go in your favor and all the things that can potentially go not so much in your favor. This is where you are. And you'll always be there in life, no matter what. Recognize that, feel that. Like let it give you goosebumps. Let it touch your skin. Feel the uncomfort of life. It's always been this way. If you grow up in a relatively modern family where there was some level of love and some level of financial comfort, chances are you've been fooled. Chances are you've been taught so much love that you thought life was all roses and flowers and birds and pets and dogs and fun stuff. But it ain't. We can look at literally every culture in the world, and just about every culture has history of violence in it. There are very few cultures here and there that claim to be non-violent, but I think we can question that. Our history as human beings has been quite dark. At some point or another, there's been some sort of dark events happening in our past. And so our lives are so coded, too comfortably presented to us in our childhood. In this modern world as we experience it, for the most part, it's quite peaceful. It's nothing compared to the wars of the ancient times and all the chaos that people dealt with. So we don't get to experience the reality of this human experience the way our ancestors did. Or we can argue that our reality has changed quite a bit compared to what our ancestors experienced. And that can also explain why we struggle to be present in the moment. Why do we struggle to even be grateful for our lives? Why do we blame everybody else, all of our parents and all of our loved ones and the people that raised us, for being alive, for all the things they did right or all the things they did wrong? Why do we feel like someone yelling at us when we were 4.5 years old, it left a trauma on our mental health, on our brain, to a point where you'll never be the same, and you've been deprived of a quality life that you could have had? Why do we feel these things? Is it because we're not actually experiencing any trauma? We're not actually experiencing any death right in front of our eyes, any slaughter as our ancestors did, any woman who dies in childbirth as our ancestors constantly went through them, any child who never survived, never lived past the age of 9. We're not witnessing these things on a daily basis. And that's why I think that if my dad yelled at me when I was 7, I've been traumatized. And maybe I have been traumatized. But maybe, just maybe, it's worth zooming out. If you're going to compare your car to the neighbor's car, if you're going to compare your girlfriend's curves to your best friend's girlfriend, and the amount of money you make to the other friend who bought a boat, if you're going to compare all of those things, compare yourself to 10 years back. Compare you today to the life of your parents, to the life of 2 generations, if not 100, 200, 1,000 years back. Keep comparing. Don't just compare where you feel you've been deprived. Compare it all. Compare your life to the people who lived through World War II. Compare your life to the people to the ancestors that lived through multiple other disasters. Compare your life to the people that experienced the Ice Age. Compare everything. Don't just pick and choose the comparisons and become judgmental about this gift of life you've been given. I think that you understand my point in this video. We can be in this moment and plan ahead. We can be present, experience the now, allow this moment, allow everything that takes place on a day-to-day basis to change us, to change our perspective, to guide us in different directions, yet simultaneously have some plans for the future. Have some understanding of where we want to go in life and where life is meant to take us. But do not be dependent on any of it. Do not be dependent on any outcome. Till next time. Thank you.